बच्चे हमारे कहाँ जाएंगे?
Times now has gained exclusive access, and these are the first visuals that we are showing you from inside the Delhi Gymkhana.
For more than a century, the Delhi Gymkhana Club stood as one of the most powerful symbols of privilege and influence in the national capital. Founded in 1913 during the British rule as the Imperial Delhi Gymkhana Club, the institution became synonymous with India's elite circles and remains so even after independence. It is a favored hangout spot for senior bureaucrats, military officers, diplomats, politicians, and influential families. For many, it is where the wheeling dealing happens and the right gears are greased. Located in the heart of Lutyens Delhi, the iconic club sat on nearly 27 acres of prime land, with membership considered a symbol of status and access. The institution was established during British rule as a socializing space for imperial officers and members of the colonial administration. After independence in 1947, the word imperial was removed from its name, but much of the club's old world culture, tradition, and aura remained intact. Over decades, the club became deeply associated with the India's ruling establishment. In fact, it shares a wall with the Prime Minister's residence. And that's what seems to be where the problem began. Senior bureaucrats, military chiefs, diplomats, judges, politicians, industrialists, and influential business families formed a major part of its membership, giving the institution a reputation as one of the most powerful social spaces in the capital. Getting membership here was considered a matter of prestige, and entry into the club is notoriously difficult. Membership waiting periods repeatedly stretched to as much as 20 to 30 years, with only a limited number of slots opening annually through resignations or deaths. And money alone was never enough. Networks, recommendations, family legacy, and social standing often mattered more than wealth. For decades, the club repeatedly followed the 40-40-20 membership structure, with 40% seats allocated to civil servants, 40% to defense personnel, and 20% to others. But now, after 113 years of existence, the future of Delhi's Gymkhana Club hangs in uncertainty. The centre has issued an eviction notice to the club, directing it to vacate the premises before June 5. According to the government, the land falls in a highly sensitive and strategic zone and is urgently required for institutional, governance, and defense infrastructure purposes. The move has now triggered a major legal and emotional battle in the national capital. While the political and legal fight dominates the headline, the biggest uncertainty now looms over the lives of nearly 500 employees working inside the club. Many workers say they were left shocked after learning about the government's decision. Several employees have worked at the club for decades, some for over 30 or even 40 years, with entire families dependent on these jobs. Workers claim they received no prior clarity about the rehabilitation, compensation, or future employment. Employee union representatives say panic spread almost immediately after the notice became public, with staff repeatedly asking what would happen to their families and livelihoods.
यह नोटिस जो भी आया, हमारे को तो इस बारे संदर्भ में किसी चीज से कोई हमारे को बताया नहीं गया कि क्या होना है इसमें या क्या हुआ। हम सचिव महोदय से के पास भी गए थे कि भाई क्या नोटिस, उन्होंने कहा नोटिस आया, उसमें 5 बजे 5:30 बजे तक मीटिंग होगी, उसमें क्या निष्कर्ष निकला इसके बारे में भी हमें कोई पता नहीं है। परंतु जैसे ही खबर हमारे स्टाफ में लगी तो सारा स्टाफ मायूस में है, शोक में है कि हमारा फैमिली का क्या होगा, हमारे परिवार का क्या होगा। हम गवर्नमेंट से पूछना चाहते, भारत सरकार से पूछना चाहते कि आप लोग इतनी जल्दी इतना हम 6000 आदमी पे 6000 हमारे 600 एम्प्लॉय उसके फैमिली लगा करके 6,500 परिवार है, क्या होगा उनका।
हम लोगों को अचानक कोई नोटिस नहीं, कुछ नहीं बताया। इन लोगों ने अचानक आके हमसे कहा जी कल 5 जून को कोर्ट का ऑर्डर है, कल बंद हो रहा। तो बहुत धक्का लग रहा। यहाँ पे नौकरी करने कम से कम 35-40 साल से नौकरी कर रहे हैं, हमें कुछ बताया नहीं जा रहा, कुछ नहीं। अचानक ऐसे भेजा गया, कल अचानक हमें कल पता लगा। अब सब परेशान है। कुछ लोग यहाँ 15 साल से नौकरी कर रहे हैं, कुछ 20 साल से। हमने खुद 36 साल हो गए हमें जॉब करते हुए। हम कहाँ जाएंगे? बच्चे हमारे कहाँ जाएंगे? अचानक
कहाँ हमारी तो कुछ मिलेगा?
हमारा क्या नहीं, हमें पहले कोई नोटिस दिया था, पहले बताया था, हमें कुछ नहीं पता। अचानक से खबर देनी, अचानक कोर्ट का ऑर्डर है, हमें कोई कुछ नहीं बताया हम लोगों को।
मेरी उम्र देख रहे हो, कई साल हो गई काम करते, 25-30 सालों से काम करते करते ये हो गया। अब ये क्लब चला जाएगा तो हम कहाँ जाएंगे? हम तो भूखे मर जाएंगे। हमारे बच्चे वैसे ही रोड पे आ रखे, हमारी झुग्गियां वैसे ही टूट रही है। 26 तारीख को आदेश मिला हुआ है हमें तोड़ने का। ये रस हमारा घर चल रहा था, हमारी रोजी रोटी चल रही थी, इससे हमारा ये भी छीनने जा रहा है, तो हम कहाँ जाएंगे?
Many employees also live in nearby housing colonies and slum settlements around central Delhi, making the uncertainty even more severe. Well, for them, this has never been a dispute over elite land or heritage. It's a battle for survival. Amid mounting pressure, the Delhi Gymkhana Club has now approached the Delhi High Court against centre's eviction order. The court has admitted the plea challenging the government's move to take over the iconic property. Senior advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi is expected to represent the club in the high-profile legal battle. The club is likely to argue that such a historic institution cannot be dismantled without due process and proper consideration for its members, employees and legacy. In the other hand, the centre maintains that the land is strategically critical for strengthening governance and defence-related infrastructure in the capital. As the June 5 deadline approaches, all eyes are now on the Delhi High Court because this case is no longer about an elite club. It's about history, power, public land, livelihoods and the changing face of New Delhi itself. And that's a wrap from my side. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm Muskan signing off from Times Now Digital. Until next time, take care and keep watching this space for more such videos.